Oh, hello guys, welcome back to Retro Rats. I nearly said Retro Renovations. That's going to catch me out for a bit. So you have to ignore the wind because it's outside and it's a blustery old day. So I just want to do a video to say what on earth is going on, because there's a lot of you who follow us on Instagram and Facebook and you're like, what's going on? Well, I'm about to tell you. So what is happening here, and what is going on, and what do we still have and what do we not still have? Because I know if it gets confusing for me, you guys haven't kept up. So, okay, the two MG midgets went last week, and in exchange I got lots of car parts and, excuse my hand, an Austin Ambassador, which I will put pictures on afterwards. I'm not keeping the Ambassador. I've put it on eBay and I'm hoping someone will really appreciate it. There are very few left. I mean, how many left.com figures are between 20 and 30. It could be higher, it could be less, who knows, but there certainly aren't hardly any Vanden Plas models, and that's a Vanden Plas. So I'll just turn the camera again. That's the Austin Ambassador. The Montego, Monty. Don't get me wrong, I really do love this car, and I was really pleased to have it back, and I was really pleased to get it back on the road and MOT and taxed and drive it. We've done some long journeys down to Haynes and so on, and it's a lovely, pleasurable car. I do love it, and I really love the look of it, and I'm always going to love the look of them. But what happened, you may ask? It's a bit of a saga, really. So let's start. I was offered a limited edition Mini. It's called a Sidewalk. It has tartan interior. It's got a really lovely, unusual greeny colour. And I said to Peggy when we was away on holiday a few weeks ago, I really would love to have a simpler life, to sell up most things, and just to keep the little sooty van, our Rover, our daily cars, the two Minis and Peggy's Mini. So that would make life simpler, because Minis you can always buy the parts for and they're such fun to drive. But I don't want to sport up Olive. Olive has our club and estate. I'm going to put all the pictures and videos in after my little chat with you guys. I'm not doing this live, but please leave the comments underneath and I will definitely you know, we'll have a chat and so on. And when I next do live, I can answer any questions that you've got. If you want to put questions underneath to the next live, then so be it. So yeah, I don't want to modify Olive. Olive's a Clubman Estate 1100 engine. She's great and she will drive across the country and go to shows and so on, but she sits at 45-50 miles an hour. That's all she's got, and she's designed for going around towns and picnics and stuff, and that's how I want to leave her. I don't want to modify it. It's a lovely little drive around the town. So that's that. Whereas this one that I've gone to look at is a 1275. It's one of the last Rover Minis. It needs restoration, it needs floor pans and so on, but it's just a lovely car. It runs and drives. It just needs welding and a service and so on, so we can get it on the road for the spring and have some fun. Anyway, I didn't get the Mini because he had it up for a bit more than I had on me, and I thought it had sold. So I got offered an MX-5 convertible and I accepted, because the lady's genuine. It's 93,000 miles, it's full service. The lady literally spent twice as much on it last year than what I paid her for it. It's a lovely car. It does need quite a bit of work, and that project will be done on here. So yeah, I bought the MX-5. Then the chap with the Mini came back and said he's been mucked about and mucked about and mucked about, and he doesn't want anyone else to have it. He'd rather someone who's going to keep it and do it up. So he's seen what we're about, and he wants to start the Mini. So I'm like, oh damn, what do I do? So I decided I'd have a big sale. That's when this started. The Montego got put up for sale. This van, which needs quite a bit, needs to do with a clutch and the head gaskets going and so on, and it's worth more in parts, to be honest. I put it up for sale. The Ambassador got put on, and that auction hasn't ended yet as I'm recorded. And I reluctantly put the Triumph up for sale. I mean, I love this Triumph. Look at it. Look at them seats. Let me turn it round. What a car. Look at them hubcaps. That's enough of that. I'm going to give you a tour of that at some point, because he hasn't sold. He hasn't gone. He hasn't gone. So anyway, the Ambassador is up for sale. The van sold on eBay, and genuine bidders bid on eBay. And now I've got nothing against eBay, and let me show you just a snippet. This is one section. With the camera focus, that's a lot of parts. So yeah, I buy and sell on eBay a lot, and I've got no problems with eBay. I'm a big eBay fan. I like eBay. There's more parts there. I'm a big eBay fan. But someone, and I reckon they came from the forums, was pretty cruel. And what they did was, the genuine bidders, sorry about that, the genuine bidders wanted to buy it, and it sold for good money that I was happy with the price. Someone in the last 6 seconds outbid them, and then made no contact for a week, despite how much I tried to contact them. That's unfair. That's not good. They've been reported, the account's been looked at, and I've been refunded for the charges, so be it. So the van's going to be broken for spares, which is why I'm here taking the bull bar off. That's the first thing to go. Then, despite saying about eBay, Monty didn't sell on eBay. So I put it on the Maestro Montego Club page, and someone made a cheeky offer. But he's a true, what they call MMM, Maestro Metro Montego fan, and he has the most beautiful, beautiful MG Turbo Metro. So yeah, he's the right person to have a car that's from the 80s, because let's face it, people get in them and they're like, oh, no power steering, this, that, the other. You've got to like that type of car. So I accepted the offer, because that means that will go to a good home. It will be looked after, which is what I want. Once the Ambassador sells, this gets me through to the Morris Minor. Morris Minor's here, and I have used it very regularly, and it did a charity drive a couple of weeks ago. But if you could just see there, there's damp round there. Now I couldn't find the leak for ages. I thought it was at the bottom somehow. I thought one of the pipes had gone, because I don't know if it's too dark in here. Yeah, it's too dark in here. But there was a leak at the bottom, and the radiator is not in the best of shape. You're not going to see it through the grille, but yeah, you can see how much of it's missing. But when it pressures up, it's leaking from in here. So that leads me on to what am I going to do? Let's get it back in the Montego. Right, are you confused yet? Okay, this is the plan. This is the plan. The Montego's got a deposit on it, so the Montego's going to get rehomed. For now, even though it's on a couple of forums, the Triumph will sit in the garage. If someone's genuinely interested in it, then it'll go. Otherwise, it'll sit in there for the winter. This van's going to get broken for spares. Every single nut, bolt, everything, which will save loads and loads and loads of other rascals. And the Ambassador is going to sell and get collected and go off and be saved. And that sorts this yard out. That sorts this yard out, and that makes me a happy person, because the sale of that means that I can go and buy 4 brand new tyres for my Rover 214 and get it re-MOT'd, because it runs out the end of this month. So that's a good thing. The Rover's a good thing. I'll put the Rover in at the end. I'm not going to give you a tour of the Rover just yet. What else? The sale of the Ambassador will also buy a brand new radiator for the Morris Minor, because the Morris Minor place down in Southampton, is it down there, Southampton? Down that way, they do brand new radiators and they're spot on, and that's what that needs, but they're 178 quid. But then that one's probably been in there 30 odd years, so I mean it's 1958, it's an old car. I reckon it's probably had one radiator in its life. It could even be the original. I don't know without going through all the service history, but it certainly looks as old. It certainly looks his age. So it's done its life. Let's put a new radiator in it. So that's what's happening in this yard. Now I better go and show you the other yards so that you can see what the work's going to be done and what's coming on YouTube. So now we're in the other yard, and you ask yourself, how many cars does one person need? Well, I definitely need this one in my life. So then we're through to the 3 projects. The camper van that you had a tour of a while back is off the road. It's sawn at the moment. It's sat there. That's waiting to be done. This one, some of you may know about, some of you may not. That's going to get done. So these 2 are going to get done in the spring. The MX is going to get done over the next few weeks, and then follow me to the workshop. This is the one that you've been seeing me do the wheel arches on and bits and bobs, and I've got that far at the minute. Yeah, there's all my boxes on top and stuff, but so I need to get this one finished over winter. Yeah. So this one's got to get done over winter. This needs to move because this is going up for sale with a fresh MOT when it's done. I've got a classic mini sidewalk coming, which I'll put all the pictures in afterwards. It's confirmed, it's happening, it's coming. And then down here, this old antique unit is up for sale on eBay, and this will give me this corner of the workshop to put that wonderful bench in. I've got a lovely big workbench coming, and going to start making lamps and car related stuff. So watch this space. There's going to be some really interesting projects coming up. So yeah, that was it's just an update. It's not my usual thing, it's not what I normally say, but I knew people were getting really confused of what's staying, what's going, what's here, what's there. So was I. I'm probably still confused, so bear with us. I'm going to take you through the workshop now, so if you need any manuals, that's half the collection. The heater is ready for the winter, my retro radio. And now you join me in my little workspace. This is more manuals. This is my little eBay space. So things get put on the shelf and they get listed. Bits and bobs. It's random really. Mainly do classic little model cars, dinkies, toys, Lesney, all those sort of ones. Siku, all those sort of toys. I do the manuals, I do retro things like you could just see the corner of Action Man there. I had a whole load of Action Man, they're mostly gone now. Yeah. And I've got loads to sort out in the workshop to give me more space. It's a bit chocker in here, as you can tell. So thanks for bearing with us, guys. It was just an update to say, like, the cars are coming, they're going, and so on. And you're on social media brilliant, but you're all like, what's staying, what's going? So I just thought I'd do a rambling video about it before going forward to back to the normal videos. I've got myself adjusted now. The work can continue, and I'll be taking you guys with us. So thanks for that. Stay tuned, stay retro, and after my rambling, I shall put pictures of the cars that are coming and going in. Alright, see you on the next one.
Take it too far, now I dwell in the sand like a fish on land. Like a fish on land. I started to get lost at the station where you left. Everything was falling off. This place must be hell. No more cookies in this jar. Did I take it too far? Now I dwell in the sand like a fish on land. Like a fish on land. Like a fish on land. I was getting lost in the quicksand.